road. Would have taught it to. Gandhi said, eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind. With a little understanding, we can break these chains that we've been handed. I got the medication, love is the remedy. Pray to be stronger and wiser. Know you get what you did. Love one another. Amen. Amen. I've been thinking about the mark that I'll be leaving. Been looking for a truth I can believe in. I got everything I need. Let this heart be my guide in love, and you said goodbye. Not saying I'm a wise man. Heaven knows there's much that I'll still find. Making my way down this winding road. Holding on to what I love. Yeah, and leaving the rest behind.
Stephanie and Roland are here today with their family, their friends, to declare publicly their love for one another and to be joined in marriage. This is much more than a social or civil occasion because it is the declaration of their hearts, built upon experience and enriched by their love. A wedding is more than a celebration of the love in which our bride and groom hold each other in their hearts today. It reaches into the future and proclaims their intentions for that which tomorrow shall hold. The couple who are wed are joined not only by their mutual affection and the love that they share, but also by their hopes, their dreams, and the promises of what will be. The promises and vows that they make this day shall guide them into their common future. I will ask you now if you are prepared to make those promises. Stephanie, have you come here today of your own free will to take Roland to be your husband, that you may live together as equal partners, sharing all that life has to offer? Will you love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him all the days of your life?
I will.
Roland, have you come here today of your own free will to take Stephanie to be your wife, that you may live together as equal partners, sharing all that life has to offer?
I have.
Will you love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her all the days of your life?
I will.
Today is the public affirmation and acknowledgement of all that you are to each other. Seemingly, your relationship will be as it always has been. Yet there is power in this spoken word. May that power bring you all the warmth and all the closeness, security, comfort, joy, and happiness that this world has to offer. Will all of you who are here present today surround Stephanie and Roland in love? Will you offer them the joys of your friendship and support them in their marriage? And the people said, "We will." And now, in celebration of Stephanie and Roland, we will hear a few words offered by their dear friends.
Hello, I'm Olivia. I'm going to try to get through this. Very honored to be here. Through the dirt and the gravel, through the years and the miles, every road that you traveled, through the tears and the smiles, through the clear and the muddy, through the thick and thin, the quiet nights, the howling wind, through the good and the ugly, the blue and the black, to the ends of the earth, to the moon and back. Through all of the words, the mean and the kind, through the strings that unravel and the ties that bind, from the crazy and the different to the more of the same, from the coast is clear to a hurricane, I'll be right beside you, on a roll or off the tracks, to the ends of the earth, to the moon and back, to the moon and back. Through the bitter and the sweet, the cold and the fire, lonely cotton sheets and the burning desire, until our song is over, till the stars all fade to black, I'm going to love you to the ends of the earth, to the moon and back.
I'm Adriana. I'm also really honored to be here and also present one of their poem choices. From the Prophet by Khalil Gibran. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from the same cup. Sing and dance together and be joyous. But let each one of you be alone. Even as the strings of the lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping. For only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together. For the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadows.
Will you please, as an expression that your hearts are joined together in love, now join your hands. Stephanie and Roland have prepared their own vows.
This is actually something I had never told Roland before. Long ago, my first job, I had a customer who came in and will always tell us stories, beautiful old lady. And she came in once and told me that after her husband died, a friend of his came up to her at his funeral and said, you know, we would all get together at work and complain about our wives, old ball and chains, what I can't do, what I have to do. And they would all take turns complaining, and then they'd turn to him. Say, all right, well, what about you? And he would say, I got nothing. I've got the best. And I always felt that with you. And I want to be that. I want to be that wife that you want to come home to, not the one that you want to complain about in his life. So, and I'm going to do that for you. And I'm going to do that by trying to remember to turn off my trashy reality TV movie. I'm going to not pick at you in public, but that's mostly because I don't want you yelling for TSA next time we fly. Most importantly, Roland, I'm going to be by your side no matter what life throws at us, and I'm going to be sitting in your corner.
Stephanie, when I first met you, the people I lived with at the time asked me if I thought you were the girl I was going to marry. At the time, that was a ridiculous question. I just met you, and usually it takes me about 6 or 7 dates before I decide I'm ready to get married. I no longer talk to those people. Living with them was a mistake. But if I hadn't moved in with them, I probably wouldn't have started dating a girl who lived so far away. I've made many mistakes in my life. I used to think of them as regrets, but now I know better. In the words of the Avid brothers, I can't go back, and I don't want to, because all my mistakes have brought me to you. Today is a day of promises and vows. In the end, there's not much I can promise you in this world, but I can, and I do promise, that I won't ever again regret the places that I've gone in my life, because they've brought me to you.
Before the two of you met each other, you had separate lives, separate dreams, and therefore separate futures. But then your paths crossed. You fell in love with each other, and today you stand here in front of all of us, about to depart on this journey together. The two separate containers of sand in front of you symbolize your separate lives, separate families, separate circle of friends, all of it shaped you to be who you are today. They represent all that you are and all that you are capable of on your own as an individual. They also represent your lives before coming here today. Now, I ask you, pour and blend your sands together. Now, as these two containers of sand are poured into the third container, they symbolize the coming together of the two of you as individuals, as well as the joining of families, friends. Just as these grains of sand come together to make beautiful and unique patterns, may your life together be forever blessed by the other uniqueness that can only be truly seen and contrasted against one Because the ring is perfectly symmetrical, it signifies the perfection of true love. Just as a circle is without end, your love is eternal. Just as it is made of an incorruptible substance, your commitment will never fail. Now, for thousands of years, lovers have exchanged rings as tokens of their vows. The simple bands were not of great value in themselves, but they are made precious by our wearing them. These rings will be worn by Stephanie and Roland to show to the world their love and commitment to one another. May the presence of these rings always remind you of the eternal love you've pledged and the devotion you willingly share with one another from this moment on. Your rings say that even in your uniqueness, you've chosen to be bound together. Let these rings also be a sign that love has substance as well as soul, a present as well as a past, and that despite its occasional sorrows, love is a circle of happiness, wonder, and joy. Now that Stephanie and Roland have given themselves to each other by solemn vows, with the joining of hands and the giving and the receiving of rings, I now pronounce you wife and husband in God's holy name. You receive your promises. Yes.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. It's the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall. Should crumble to the sea. I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand?
Another huge round of applause. All right, here we go. Get your cameras ready. Ready? You know how to do this?
Nope.
You're gonna learn really quick. All right. You got this. All right. Don't step on
our apartment way back when in Baltimore. Actually, it was Roland, my wife, and a whole bunch of our friends that were all still friends, and we've been close ever since. We used to joke, my wife and I, Roland actually came down to New Orleans and lived with us for a few years, and we joked about always having a Roland room in our house. And now I guess we have a Roland and Stephanie room. Very sweet. And one serious thing, though, I do want to say is, as much time and effort and love that you guys put into being best friends to all of us, it's so nice that you two finally have your best friends. And I really hope that you guys, and I appreciate that as much as we all appreciate you guys, and just focus on you guys. So thank you.
Thank you, Greg.
So I've had the adventure of knowing Stephanie for 6 years. I've seen Stephanie get into more shenanigans than I'm willing to admit, mostly because I enabled about 90% of them.
Thank you for that.
But I've seen Stephanie get really mean drunk and utterly destroyed her so-called friends in Mario Kart. I've seen her stressed as she juggled multiple jobs with a full college course load. I've watched her get her heart broken. I've watched her be an outstanding student. I've watched her be an outstanding student, a phenomenal aunt to 2 beautiful kids, and a loving friend to many. I watched her cross the stage when she got her bachelor's degree, and I watched her accomplish every single goal she set her heart on, because that's just the kind of woman Stephanie is. But the greatest thing I ever got to see Stephanie do was fall in love. I remember the day when she first told me about Roland. They had their first date and she was smiling like an idiot. But I'd never seen her more comfortable in her own skin and happy, and you did that. I told her, "You're gonna marry that dude, and I know it." And she told me to shut up because I was gonna jinx it. But for the record, I didn't jinx it, and I've never been happier to say I told you so. So, I think it's tradition to give advice to the bride and groom on their wedding days, and this following quote really stuck with me. You have to pay your own electric bill. You have to be kind. You have to give it all you got. You have to find people who love you truly and love them back with the same truth. But that's all. Congratulations to you both for finding someone who loves you back with the same truth.
Oh God, I'm scared. I'm really scared. So I asked Steph what was off limits during our bachelorette party. I made sure she had a lot to drink before I asked. It's not gonna end well. Okay. Oh my God, you're getting me. Okay. Typically, before I would ever speak in public or write something, especially matters of the heart, I would bribe Steph to do it for me. But I am going to steal a little bit of what she was my maid of honor in my wedding. I'm going to steal her mojo just a wee little bit because she talked about how me and when me and my husband met, how Steph knew because we've lived together and we were like the same person for a while. So she talked about how she knew when my husband and I were first dating, how she knew that he was the one. So I thought that I would share maybe like a funny little story about Steph, and started thinking about her exes, and too much to come there. So I'm going to steal your idea, and I'm going to talk about how I knew that Roland was the one for you. So if any of you knew Steph before she was pre-Roland, her exes were hilarious. You're going to make a movie. But me and my husband and T-Money, we used to prep for when we were getting to meet these guys. Of like the most embarrassing things that we could tell them about, and she caught on pretty quickly, and she would give us that speech like that your mom used to give you, like when you went to family dinners, like, don't you dare talk about it. I had a list, I'm like, no, Yes, yes. So when she told us about Roland and she said, I really like this guy, and I was like, all right, well, you get one. What's one thing we can't tell him? She's like, he knows everything. And I was like, bull. Challenge accepted. So we were geared up, we were ready. We were like, all of the things we were. And Roland was finishing the stories that he really knew all of them, and I was worried about me and Steph's relationship because that has become like the foundation of who we were. So that was kind of the moment that we were like, oh, it's real. Things are real there. Things are definitely real. But it was all happy, and we decided that there had to be something wrong with you, Roland. Like everything was just perfect, so we knew that there was just one thing, and we decided it will have to be like one really annoying quality about you. Like we found it. We found it really quickly, and it happened to be the exact same annoying quality that Steph has about her. Y'all break into bad songs like. They're not good songs. Not good. So it was like a combination of that you knew all of the things that I could, you knew all my ambition, and you had the same, like, all the time. And we've learned to avoid certain keywords because it turned me both into like 500 all. So we didn't know it there. But Steph has been my best friend, and if she is half as good at wifing as she is as good at BFFing, you're set. You're good. You're beautiful, you're amazing, you're perfect. Hooray.
Woo! Yeah, I'm making sure everybody's good. That's really all I'm doing. I got you. Shantae, I believe is up.
All right, girl. There we go. So embarrassed with you.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it.
What, no Indian run? Yeah.
Hello. I'm going to give a little speech. I didn't write anything beforehand, so if it's all over the place, I apologize. I've known Steph since 1997. We met back in 6th grade, and we did not start out as friends. Not even. No.
You told me you were going to punch me in the face.
Yeah, we used to exchange threats. But, yeah. We so happened to be attending the same party, and we happened to be the only cool people there. And Kid Rock's Bob with the Bob came on, and we both got on the floor and lost our minds, and we're like, hey, we're both weirdos. And from there, we discovered we also love Backstreet Boys, Backstreet Boys for life. Okay?
Yeah.
No one's saying So Backstreet Boys, I mean, we would go over to her house and play Sims, and we would put our crushes in the game to see if we would end up together, and most times they just drowned in the pool. So it was a good sign of things to come, but yeah. I mean, even thinking back, at her 16th birthday party, her late grandfather made us a video, a compilation of Steph's life. And in the video, this is what stands out to me the most about Steph, is she's singing, be friends to everyone.
Oh, man.
Because that's what makes the world. And
That was my jam, yo.
Yeah. And like, I've seen her go through so many things. And no matter what, like, you're not gonna knock her down. You know, people, if you were mean to her, she was gonna turn around and smile right back in your face. Nobody, sorry, I'm not crying.
That's an illusion. It's an illusion.
Yeah, you're good. Nobody is stronger than Steph to me. And nobody is braver. And nobody loves anybody harder. And Roland, when you came up on the scene, I was like, I don't know if he deserves all that. Because the other thing about me and Steph, if anybody bothered Steph, because of the love she showed me, I was coming around the corner to fight. I don't care how tall Steph comes over to me and she said, Jared's bothering me. I'm down the hall, like, don't you dare. So,
Yep.
I mean, I didn't have to come at you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm absolutely happy. I mean, from our first cop car ride together. I mean, this made me, I see more on doesn't care about you. I mean, the skater boys, we used to carry a radio around high school singing, remember the Truth Hurts So Contagious? Walking down the hallways with the boombox. We had zero cares, and they say if you make it through life, you know, with one good friend, you know? And Steph, like, it didn't matter if anybody else in the world was your friend. If Steph was your friend, you had all the friends. So I'm so happy to witness yet another moment in your life. And I hope I get to witness so much more, and I'm so glad that you're coming into the family, Roland. I hope we get more memories. We'll have to go out and hang out. No more cop car rides. The seats are really hard. But thank you guys for inviting me, allowing me to speak. I'm so happy. I'm not crying. All right, thank you.
I'm not as good as public speaking as all these people who came before me, so it's going to be short and hopefully somewhat sweet. I've known Roland since 4th grade when we used to walk to school with a mutual friend who at times thought he was a robot who was programmed to do his homework, and other times he lived in the sewers with the Ninja Turtles. We stayed friends throughout all of middle school and all of high school, even though we didn't go to the same one. Even when he went away to Pittsburgh and then to Asheville and then to New Orleans, every time he came back, it was like he never left. Never stopped being any better or worse of a friend than he was all along. I've seen him in a lot of happy times. I've seen him in a lot of less than happy times. I've seen him in a lot of times that I can't properly remember.
Solid.
But I can certainly say that I've never seen him as happy or as consistently happy since he met you, Steph. And I would say I hope that you and them continue to make each other happy for the rest of your lives, but that would imply that there's any doubt whatsoever that you will, and I've never been more certain of anything in my life. So congratulations, and thank you.
To the left,
remember being in the hospital with him and the Pittsburgh Pirates were beating the Orioles.
Bring that up.
Yeah. At the time, I was a rabid Twins fan, and I held a lot of resentment against the Orioles. So anyway, I just wanted to say, Stephanie, you are so welcome to the family. I just adore how Roland is with you and how you are with Roland, and I just wish you all the most happiness.
Got some big feet to step into. I will keep this short and sweet. So I'm Monica, and I'm so excited to be at my cousin Roland's wedding today. So we go back to about 1979.
Hell yeah!
1970 was a good year. It was a good year. Yeah, you wouldn't know about that year, yeah. So what's really, really fun is that when we were growing up, Roland and the other cousins and my siblings and I would spend a lot of time in Morris, Minnesota, where our grandparents lived. And there's a really fun story that my mom actually really enjoys telling very frequently. And it goes something like this. Well, that Monica, she could be a bit of a bear, but I tell you, she wasn't a liar. And there was one day she came in that house, actually Roland came in the house, and he said, Monica bit me, she bit me. And Mom said, okay. And she came out and she said, Monica, did you bite Roland? Yes. Yes, I bit Roland, but he bit me first. And that right there could have been the beginning of a very strained and tenuous familial relationship. And considering the fact that you have lived on the East Coast or in the South your whole life, and I've been in many, many other places, there's a lot of surface area between us. And yet, I am so grateful for the many times, Roland, you have made such an effort over the years and really prioritized family and spent as much time with us coming to various events. And it's impossible to have anything but a smile on your face when you're in the room. You come in with such boisterous energy and love and laughter and crazy tidbits of information. I will say that I have never ridden in a cop car with him. If there happens to be a sign at a particular Waffle House in North Carolina that Adriana, Kyle, and Roland and I once maybe kind of sort of were asked politely to leave, that's where that story will end. And I think in the year 2003 there might not have been like CCTV at that particular place there. Yes. Yes, and I thank you for that. And the butternut squash that made some really nice pictures afterwards.
It had quite a bit of girth.
There was, all right, yes. And then Stephanie, when you came to a family event about a year and a half ago, I remember sitting, getting our nails done with my sisters, and we gave that look that only sisters give, and we went, that's it, done deal, close the book. And we have been so loving your energy and everything you and Roland represent, and the authenticity with which you guys live your lives is beyond refreshing and beyond inspiring, and I am so grateful to be a part of this today, so thank you, and welcome to married life.
I learned that it takes a freaking village and a half to plan a wedding. And I could not get through the day without thanking each and every one of you. I'm going to tell you something. We only hired... Yeah, that's you, right? Maybe, I don't know. You walked into it, I'm sorry. But I gotta say, we only hired one person outside of our friend group, and that's our bartender, who's absolutely lovely, for the record. But everything, I'm talking about my hair, the food, everything. Take a look around right now. This is all here because of you guys. We couldn't have done this on our own. We really couldn't have, and I cannot thank you enough for all of the hard work and support and dedication that we've gotten, because we would have been in the courthouse. We would have eloped. I'm sorry, it just wasn't going to happen. But seriously, thank you all so much for everything.
My name is Steph. We're the worst traditional people and we don't have time for that. We're moving in a few months. It's gonna get more. Alright. Oh my god.
In the face!
Wearing my dress. Oh yeah. Yeah. Taking a picture.
I finally pushed your mom in there. I said, go dance with him. He's in there.
Yeah.